Now I know everything going on because I already sensed the energy block coming from a particular person. So I ain't got no, like, I don't care. I don't care. But I knew I had to go live to get this message out because things are happening and people keep trying to block me from successfully moving forward in what I'm trying to help our collective do. And that's the stupidest shit in the world because it's actually happening right the fuck now. And if you don't let people like me get where we need to be at in the world, ascension is happening right now. The ancestors are guiding it. But if y'all don't let people like me get where we need to get in the world and y'all keep on trying to block us and put us under shadow ban and disguise us, then y'all gonna be lost out here, okay? I'm telling y'all, I predicted so many things in the world as of late, right? Okay, endings coming, right? I've been saying, hey, black people, use your intuition. I've been saying we need to use our own cryptocurrency, rich girl energy, okay? We need to use our own cryptocurrency, black people, because they about to have crypto in rotation and they're going to be using energy. And that means us black people need to be doing what? Protecting ourselves from outside sources, meaning we need an eye in the sky. So when all these people kept on trying to block me from having my eye open and being able to see high up in the sun and blocking my intuition, we need to have people up there protecting us from outside sources because other entities and other energies and other racial groups, they've been sitting here siphoning our energy all day while we just sit down thinking we safe, right? Oh, we safe. Don't do nothing. Don't move. Bullshit. Ain't never no time to just sit down and be safe. Okay, the whole world is a battlefield. It don't matter what you're, woman, child, man, yeah, don't matter. Okay, so I just did some research and I found out that there's actually a currency in UK right now called the Faro, and they're already using the Faro. There's several millions of people using the Faro, meaning they're taking Visa and Mastercard away from Europe and the UK. So what do you think that means for us card holders over here in the US? We can't do business with them no more because people don't got time to be fucking around with this bullshit ass energy that the US got going on in here, okay? So I've been trying to get this message across to y'all for the past month, all through Black History Month. I said y'all need to go find out where y'all from originally and get y'all land back from y'all for y'all families and start growing y'all food on y'all land. This is the time. You can't wait. We only got 9 more days. This is the time. The time is right now. Like literally right now. The time is right now to figure out where you are from originally. Okay? Because if you don't do that, we're going to people will be screwed. Okay? They're already using a different currency in the UK, in Europe already. It's called the Faro. So I've been saying black people, we need to go ahead and build our own cryptocurrency, our own platform. And the cryptocurrency, what do you want to back it by? Just look, the US dollar ain't backed by anything. So whatever, right? But I've been telling y'all this for a long time. I've been saying this for a long time. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. Everybody keep on trying to block me, put a cap on my head, stop people from seeing me, hide me, tell me that I'm not special. I can't see my predictions are bullshit. They're already using a different crypto in other continents. Black people, we have $1 trillion of spending power in the US of A. If y'all don't start buying black, and then we also are starting to, or we will today figure out how to build our own crypto, and everyone black gets invested and gets an invite. And we shop within our own communities to secure our stability in the future. I'm tired of us securing every other race on the face of the fucking planet. We have been securing everybody else's sanity, everybody else's stability, everybody else's businesses, everybody else's money, everybody else's retirement plan, everybody else's children. We as black people have been supporting every single body, every race, but our own selves. When it comes to us, we fighting each other, we cursing, we having a baddies fight, we letting white people call us fucking niggas, and we calling them wiggers, and we letting them into the goddamn cookout and shit. What the fuck are y'all doing? Because right now they building their own cryptocurrency in the UK and Europe. And they getting rid of Visa and MasterCard. So what you think next? Black people, y'all need to go ahead and invest. Look, 19 keys. If you already here, then you need to be letting everybody black into getting some blockchain today. It needs to be a mass email sent out to everyone black to get onto blockchain and start the movement. You are life path number one. I'm calling you out, sir. You need to send everybody black a invite to get some blockchain today. Akon and Accra. Every single African need to have Akron. Everybody needs to get $1 million in Akron, or look, at least 1,000 something living wages, because this shit is about to get ugly. And I've been telling y'all this for the longest. I dreamt about it. I seen the whole country on fire. I already know what's happening. And Trump is inciting a war, asking everybody to blow him up because they got underground bunkers and shit already. They already got somewhere to go underground. They think they safe if this shit get blown up. Honestly, probably the truth. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. They probably gonna go underground and stand there, and we gonna build our whole entire new world in the burnt up, decrepit, whatever is left over. We gonna have to rebuild this shit from scratch. So I'm telling y'all this because I already dreamt about it, and I didn't want to talk about it because it's really sad. It's gonna make people cry, and people are scared to die, and people pregnant right now. People just had babies. People just had newborns, so they all in this fresh ass little bubble of the world ain't on fire. Do y'all motherfucking understand that they already using another cryptocurrency over there? They already telling the US we don't use your money. The BRICS already did it to us. All these countries been cutting us off for the past 2-3 years, and ain't nobody been paying attention. We just like, you're Americans. Woohoo. I'm American. I'm white. I'm supremacist. We can hang black people from trees. Woohoo. I'm a white man. I'm looking down on all of you people using occult knowledge. Woohoo. What the fuck are y'all doing? We done built everything. I'm talking about American. I'm not listening to y'all. We've built every single thing on the face of this planet. Everything original is black. If you don't know that, then you're uneducated. I'm not even looking at the comments. I'm not paying attention. So if you commenting down there, I'm not even. I got my finger covering the comments because I don't want to get distracted down here. I'm telling y'all, Black people, it's time for us to come together and build our own crypto. Like, whoever knows how, like I said, 19 keys, you need to send out that notification to everybody and get everybody on blockchain. And then there needs to be one other crypto. And everybody should be a millionaire. If you really a black king and you really believe in us, look, hey, we respect your gold, your chains, and all your accolades. Send $1 million in crypto blockchain to everybody. And then it's only for us. It's only for us. Okay? So people who build bunkers that are black, take that crypto and build everyone black some bunkers. You understand what I'm saying? So we can take care of us. If somebody growing food that look like us and we only using blockchain, do you understand how that can help our community with the $1 trillion of spending power we have in U.S. money? So fuck that. Say we still had the $1 trillion in U.S. money. Take our attention, because that's a $1 trillion of energy. It's really focused. It's really paying attention to their band, their labels, their fashion week. That's you giving away your attention, your money, your energy to them. It's time for us to focus on us right now. It's time for, if you are brown, to focus on brown people. You should not be looking at what them people over there doing in their yard. You not no look upon the people them yard. No stay from upon the people yard. Stay upon your own yard. Okay? Stay upon your own yard. All right? Because if you don't, you gonna risk being up in somebody else's Kool-Aid. And you know, the Kool-Aid flavors are changing because they're becoming more, nuclear these days, more dangerous. And again, like I said, they're not using the US dollar everywhere. People are deciding to get away from the US dollar. People are deciding to throw the US dollar into the fire to keep the house warm, just like they did during the Great Depression. Did y'all know about the Great Depression back in the 1920s? Yeah, my great-grandparents survived through that shit. They were taking money and burning it to keep the fire on because money had no value. In the US, it's not the first time this has happened. They've done it before. They'll do it again. Just like COVID wasn't the first time we had COVID. COVID originally was SARS. And they were able to contain it at the airport because they told people to stop traveling. Somehow they magically weren't able to contain it back when COVID happened, though. Mystically, magically. Right? So I think it's about time for you all to pay attention to what's happening. People in other countries are using different currencies. Everyone's not using the US dollar. So for the black people who've been so pressed to try to get you a new pair of Balenci's, to get you a new pair of Pradas, to get you a new bag, a new set of Coach glasses, that shit not about to matter because motherfuckers who got that shit gonna be in a bunker, okay? And we gonna be up here burning if we not careful. Now, again, that's why they keep on trying to cover up the sun to stop all this other stuff. But like, Trump is going against Bill Gates. Trump has been asking these countries for war. Okay, did y'all see they blowing up people's drones? They blowing up people's ships. They blowing up people's stuff. They literally just bombed Iran. Iran was about to have a bomb big enough to finally bomb the U.S. and blow up the U.S. for coming over there and fucking with them. And Israel and the U.S. went over and bombed the people who were building the bomb strong enough to kill all the U.S. bullshit. They bombed that shit. They tore that shit down. So the one line of defense for the one country that's really about to try to stand on shit against the U.S., they bomb they shit. Fuck you mean good? That's not good. The only weapons that can stop this military are getting bombed. This military is out of fucking control. You don't see any other country coming to U.S. soil starting shit with us. Why is U.S. involved in every single war? Because they're the ones starting it. You don't see Africa coming over here blowing up the U.S. You don't see Britain coming over here blowing us up. You don't see freaking Iraqis blowing up U.S. people. Those suicide bombings are suicide bombings. Those are people, and the same people be at every single bombing. That same dude was at 3 different bombings in the hospital. I wonder how he ended up at all 3 of the bombings at the airports and the schools and the different places. But anyway, yeah, y'all need to wake up and smell the coffee. Y'all be thinking shit is a game and it's a joke, and just because you this and you that, you get fucking elitism. It ain't nothing about being elite. When you elite, that means your ass is on the fucking battlefield, front and center. Wake up, hello. Wake up. If you think you gifted, that means it's time for you to go ahead and channel them gifts. That's why they've been blocking our spiritual gifts. All the telekinetics and all the level red and level orange, lethal, people who could blow shit up with their mind. Yeah. It's about that time to start harnessing them powers. So I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna ask y'all to go ahead and get in touch with my dude Jesus Living Son on Instagram. Okay, Jesus Living Son. Go ahead and tap in with him so he can help y'all channel y'all's inner kinetic powers, telekinesis, and all of that good stuff. Because it's time for everybody to wake up their superpowers, because they blowing up the bombs that can stop the bombs. So it's time for you to learn how to be. That's why the other day I helped my neighbor get his energy clear, and then they start using energy weapons on us and giving us headaches. Like they got us. Okay, y'all need to wake up to the climate of what's really going on out here in the world. Like y'all think it's a game. Y'all think life is a game. Y'all think it's just about, oh, I want to be in control of you and do root work on you. Whoa, 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 whoa. If I do root work, I'm gonna be a good girl and they not gonna blow us up and I'm gonna get elitism. No, bitch. When they fucking bomb us, all of us on this area gonna get blown up. They don't give a fuck if you helped keep people under wraps by doing root work and spell work on them. They don't give a fuck about if you white, black, pink, or yellow. They shot a white woman through ice. They shot a white man through ice. They don't give a fuck about you being able to show you got a superpower, and for the internet you showed off that you was able to beat a black woman's ass all day, you dumb motherfuckers. They don't give a fuck about that. Police sirens for confirmation. They don't give a actual fuck. They don't care. There are people in other countries using other currencies, meaning our money, the money that we use to try to make each other feel like shit or try to stunt on each other, that shit don't mean nothing to other countries because they're not even using our crypto. But they have all the resources. U.S. barely has any resources that any other country needs. All we have is fucking bombs and anger. That's all we bring to other countries is bombs and anger. We're not bringing cotton. We're not bringing clothing, tapestries, food, water. We're bringing nothing but colonization and conformity. That's all the U.S. has to offer to any other country. All other countries are doing just fine in their ecosystems. The U.S. comes and it's like, hi, we would like to take over the children in the hospitals. And then we would like to start buying up land. And then we want to start purposing your schools, and then we want to re-indoctrinate your children. There's no US culture to influence. The only culture that the US has is take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Every single time you see the US in another country, you see them, oh, look at baby Kenya. She's starving all day. Her belly protrudes. Her arms are so skinny. You got all this food and you got all this time, US. Why are you even recording people that look emaciated? Help the people and feed them. How do y'all even have time to document the emaciation without actually feeding them food? Why do you have a kid, I'm just so hungry and my brother need food and we don't have anything? And then you make them cry and beg on camera before you give them a food plate. Like, do y'all really realize that we as Americans, and I'm not going to say we, but the American culture has nothing to offer to any other country but war, colonization, and problems, and bombs, and death, and rape? That has become the US culture. And the fact that people are sitting here appropriating and becoming like, I'm an American, you're an American, we're all Americans, and being patriots to this bullshit is fucking ridiculous. We are dead people walking, consciously dead of the way that the world's supposed to go. We are in neighborhoods trying to fucking control each other through black magic and manipulation, not realizing if we don't wake the fuck up, other countries are already on the high and mighty. If we don't even want your money or your banks over here, don't come over here. Stay here. Our US passport is no longer in the top 10 passports to have, meaning we don't have access to all the countries that we think we have just because we have a passport. There are places where we're not allowed to go. They don't want to deal with our energy, and they have the right to do so. Are y'all waking up to what's really going on? Like, everyone's talking about all this fucking, yeah, like I see all these trollers down here, but do y'all really realize what's really going on right now? Like, it's really people in other countries right now talking about some, don't come over here. Your passport's not valid, your money's no good, and your energy's fucked up. We don't want to deal with you. I mean, just take that in. It's really people right now all over the globe that are saying US stay in US. No, it wasn't always like that. The US passport used to be higher ranking. We used to have access to way more countries. But it's getting to a point now where they're like, we don't have debt with y'all no more. We've paid off our debt. We don't use the same currency as you guys. We don't have your banks over here. We don't want y'all traveling over here. We don't want y'all vacationing over here. Matter of fact, we might start repoing y'all houses and y'all property off our land and telling y'all, you know what, hey, we just gonna take it. Don't come over here. Everything that you bought over here belongs to us now. We don't care because the way that y'all treat us and treat other people, yeah, we're shutting all that shit down. Yeah, y'all getting closed out. Like, do y'all realize that right now? Like, are y'all aware? Europe and UK are no longer using Visa in the next year. Like, by next year, there will be no more Mastercard or Visa in Europe, meaning you can't swipe your card over there. You're not going to be able to swipe your debit card over there because they said that our currency is too volatile because it's not backed by gold. So when I petition to my black people, and no, anyone who's not black, don't be offended by this, but I said black people, we need to create our own crypto and start shopping with ourselves because we haven't had a year to really embrace the fact that we built this country on our backs through slavery. We built this whole entire country. Native Americans, the original people to this land, we haven't actually had the time to walk around this land with our chests out and entitled like, yeah, we built this shit. Look, my great-great-grandma my great-great-grandma built that. My great-great-great-great-granddaddy built that over there. He was a part of that whole entire, like, we haven't had the time to even embrace the triumph of our ancestors with our chests out without getting shot down. It's Black History Month. Do y'all really, really, really understand that we as black people built this shit, but then these stupid ass fuckers, and I'm not gonna call them by any name because it's not all of them, it's some of them, came and said, you know what, now that y'all built it, now we want to take it and we want to use what you guys built, your intelligence, your knowledge, to go take over every other country that we stole you from. So we went to other countries and stole y'all and stole y'all's culture, and now we're going to use our knowledge of stealing y'all's knowledge to go ahead and steal from y'all. And all the other countries finally were like, hold on, we're allowing this. It's like a woman when she finally says, you know what? I've been allowing this nigga to steal my money. I've been allowing this nigga to beat me. I've been allowing this nigga to treat me like shit. I'm done, and you're kicked out of the house. All the other countries actually respect the divine feminine. US is the main country that highly aspects patriarchy. Now, I've seen other rich men in other countries beat on their women before. But you know, it's something about the way that it's, you won't see on TV in other countries men doing that and glorifying it in music. It's just it's an occasional man who just has a power struggle within himself, a narcissistic man here and there. But in US, that kind of behavior is propagated directly into our communities. I'm talking about that kind of behavior is actually forced into the blood and the veins of this country. They're literally asking us to beat each other. They're literally asking the women to devour. Hey guys, look at this. Ah, yeah, look at my booty hole. It's pink and this is brown. And okay, we'll give you $3 million for each song as long as you just tell the people to be idiots. Come on now. Look, for every time you go viral, we'll go ahead and make sure that we put an extra $100 on your YouTube check. Every time you publicly humiliate your black counterpart, we're going to make sure that you get an extra $100. Come on, just come on, publicly humiliate him. Come on, you got to do a humiliation ritual. We'll give you $100. We know you need it, man. We know you need to get that phone bill turned back on. We know things are going crazy. Yeah, your phone's not turned on, is it? Fucking with your fucking connections and your internet and your headspace, throwing mental warfare and direct energy weapons at people, fucking with their consciousness. So that's why people look at me like, how dare you save that black man and kill yourself, woman? But how dare me as a black woman not see that this country is literally programming me to hate the black man? Because when the black woman and the black man come together and be in love and don't let nothing stop them, no matter what, and then don't let it be a power couple of multiple women to one man, and this man is helping direct a whole entire symphony of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women with him in the center of the star. Maybe make it a 6-point star. Matter of fact, make it a Merkaba. Make it 8 women to one man. Let a man know how to twirl a Merkaba with 8 women. Oh man, the world would have a hissy fit because they don't want you to understand that's why men had multiple wives in other countries. Because it's about legacy and understanding the geometry of having that many people around you to create that kind of force field of power around you, right? 8 women to one man in the Merkaba spinning, all corners spinning. All angles spinning, there's a force field of impenetrability that happens, and then you build on that and build around that, right? But do you understand that this country doesn't want you to fall in love? They want you to be in lust so you can give your sexual energy to them, and guess what they're doing with it? Fucking it off and turn it into war so they can go into other countries and tear their love up, because love defeats everything. Because when you're in love and you're in a marriage, it don't matter what's going on. The animals outside ain't worried about whether the black squirrels or the brown squirrels got more nuts. They just outside hunting for their nuts because nuts are everywhere. As long as you get a nut, you get a nut. As long as you get an acorn, you get an acorn. They're not fighting about, oh, well, my squirrel got the fattest ass. Or my squirrel got the biggest titties. Well, my squirrel know how to bounce on the dick at 300 miles per hour. Well, my squirrel know how to slob on the knob and like corn on the cob. The things that the American brain has really focused on lately has really deterred my heart space. Now, back to the main conversation, though. When you're in love with your counterpart, y'all can make balanced decisions about y'all's finances. When it's 2 people fighting for affection, attention, a humiliation ritual, some money, and they're giving one person the money but not the other person, and they're like tiddly-taddling between who can and who can't get the money. For instance, they'll tell one counterpart, okay, if you can embarrass her today, we'll send you the $100 for the humiliation ritual. And they'll tell the other person, okay, you're supposed to be doing hair today. Okay, so don't let that person distract you. Come on, girl. You know you got to stay on course. And it's like 2 different people trying to pull 2 different people in separate directions intentionally to have one up and one down. And they make it a fucking laughingstock show and distract you all with us being in conflict versus you guys realizing in all the other countries right now, they're trying to figure out how to not let the U.S. spend money there. They want y'all focusing on the baddies fighting each other and the dudes outside who got the biggest ding dong and who got the biggest gang of bitches behind them, and not focusing on the fact that it's millions of people already on a payment system called Varo. Oh no, it's called Waro. Wero. 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 Yeah, Wero. Like Vero, but Wero. That's the platform they're using for trading their finances. They're no longer using Mastercard and Visa in Europe and UK. So it's getting close. They're literally telling the US, no, we're not dealing with your bank cards no more. They still accepting Discover and Amex, but I'm pretty sure if they phasing out the two main ones, what you think gonna happen to the other ones that people don't use as much? You know what I'm saying? They got millions of people already using Vero, which is a virtual platform. It's like basically everybody switching over to Cash App. Don't you remember how they killed the founder of Cash App not too long ago? He was stabbed up randomly, and then a universal US platform came out for us to all use at the same time, but nobody decided to use it because everybody got suspicious. But then we stopped talking about the fact that they killed the person who was the actual founder of Cash App. Sirens for confirmation. They don't want me telling y'all this, but y'all all right here, right now. Don't get distracted. Don't feel this energy and leave. Don't feel the energy and leave. It was 80 something with y'all in the room. Don't leave now. This is serious. They have millions of people already using a platform called Wero in the UK and excuse me, Europe. Okay? Already. They killed the person who founded Cash App. Then randomly came out with a platform days later. Now they're saying Wero is supposed to be backed and it won't be volatile like all other currencies, because the US currency ain't backed by gold or anything like that. They're saying trust their platform. So I'm sitting here now in this space and I'm thinking, why don't we start the idea of building our black currency ASAP? Our energy just for us. And I'm not saying this to disrespect any other culture right now, but I think us black people need to focus on us real quick. We're starting our own. It's not me being racist. It's just everybody else is focusing on themselves right now. Asian people, they got their own thing. They probably got their own. It's probably a specific stock market that only Asian people invested, or majoritarily people who are Asian invest in it, and they all know that they all gonna bet on that. They gonna vote. Everybody that's Asian gonna go to that crypto and that stock profile and that right there, that investment, that real estate, that particular broker, those particular companies. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. SPY is like that, where it's like, I think it's Chase Bank and 3 other platforms. They are invested into every single company at a 50% rate. So everything is pretty much owned by them. Just those 4 companies pretty much own the majority of every single business that exists right now in rotation, period. All through the stock market. Through SPY 500. So I think it's time for people to start realizing, like, if they own those businesses that are publicly traded, let's go ahead and focus on the mom and pop shops and go ahead and dial down our focus and focus on our communities and get off of that bullshit. Because if we have $1 trillion of spending power for our community, let's focus on our community right now. Because $1 trillion are going to all these other companies that's owned by all these different people, SP 500, Chase Bank, and this, that, and the third. Guess what? Chase Bank is a Visa card, so Chase Bank ain't gonna be able to be spent in UK or Europe. So it don't matter what the fuck they own. They ain't got no power over there no more. Thank you. We got to pay attention to the whole thing. Yeah, they might own everything, but guess what? You won't be able to use their shit in Europe and UK by next year. So whatever they think they own right now ain't gonna be shit. So again, that's why I say us people need to start focusing on our people right now. Because if we say, hey, that's fine. I know somebody that sells toothpaste. Everybody that's black buy toothpaste from this woman. Her value goes up in our community. She's the only that's the only now. Oh, it's a target on her back because now they want to blow up her. But we all know that, and we also own ammunition. We also got guns and tanks and militarized things, and we have geniuses who can build wonderful things, right? Underground and bunkers and things of that sort. It's about time we start focusing on ourselves and let other people focus on themselves right now. Because we're in a climate right now where other countries are pretty much looking at us like, yeah, Trump just blew up our shit again. And we told him stop fucking with us. So we about to blow your asses up, right? You know that's the next step. And we all looking like, but Iran, that was Trump, that wasn't us. Just look, whatever you do, just take him. Don't take us. Take him. He did it. Same way, look, with me and my ex. No. He was the one that was doing all the scheming and the plotting to survive. He was the one making all them hits and all that. It was him. Don't take all of us. Take just him. It don't work like that. If they decide to throw a nuclear bomb over here, everybody going down. Everybody getting investigated. Everybody getting researched. But the one thing is, when you understand why somebody does something, you get it. And I don't believe Trump really genuinely from his heart made that shot call. I think that was a shot call that came from them higher ups that, like I said, they already got bunkers. They done took, remember that ballroom that they built in the White House supposedly or whatever? That wasn't no ball house. That wasn't no ballroom. They built an underground bunker. You know how Trump's son got over $385 billion or $1 million into his business randomly? They only had like 35 employees. What do you think that money went to? People trading money like that, but guess what? In black communities, if there's somebody who's black that owns a bunker building company, guess what they can do? They can use that black currency and just build a bunker for everybody that's black. Just off the strength. And we could just say we giving them 50 million Afro coins to build everybody black a bunker. And there's people who understand how to make metals and use different elements to build stuff. And we know where to get our periodic table from, because we're all alchemists. We discovered the periodic table as time went on, right? So we know how to curate and get metals and wood and build underground, and how when you build certain stuff underground, it refrigerates naturally because underground is not as hot. So you could build a refrigerator where it doesn't even need a refrigeration. It's just because it's underground, the food stays cold and refrigerated. We have knowledge of that kind of science because originally it came from us and our ancestors. So again, don't say, oh, well, they could get a $50 million Afro coin, but where are they going to get the materials from? The trees and everything else that's up here, all the renewable resources that we know how to curate because they learned it from somewhere, right? It's about time for black people to really see themselves as valuable because, again, other countries are coming in and making sure that they're not doing business with us anymore. Or the U.S. I can't say us black people because, hey, people love black people in other countries. I don't know what's wrong with the U.S., but every other country pretty much likes black people, from what I've heard. Bank of America, JP Morgan own the gold of Africa, which the real name is Federal Reserve Bank, aka King Musa and King Tut. But guess what? What if we just say gold don't mean shit no more? What if we just all agree that gold is just a piece of metal that's just, who cares who has gold? Like, fuck gold. No one cares about gold. What if we just, do y'all understand that everything only has value because we give it value? There's manipulation being done at this time. Like, do you realize that some people literally only have value? Some things only have value because we say so. Like, we could literally say, oh, you know what? This person is the most important, special person because they got special dance moves that they can do. Can they do that shit even when they by themselves and they got nobody else protection? Or do they need people to help them charge up they platform in order to do it? Is it really magic, or is it attention and other people's energy multiplied? I mean, my family has gold too. This is gold. I wear this in the shower every day. Like, what do you mean? We got gold too. That's not the discussion. That's not why we upset about it. I'm talking about, what if we just say that it don't matter? Like, what if it's just a piece of metal? A dollar is just a piece of paper, because it's not backed by gold anymore. So a dollar is just a piece of paper. You get what I'm saying? Why do I value freedom? Because I understand that every single resource on the planet, as long as someone puts the energy into it, is free. So you paying attention to a tree that's going to produce a mango in 5 years is a free mango, or free mangoes from that tree until the day that the tree get cut down. Thoughts? Somebody's doing a ritual, so be careful. Your nose. Someone's about to transition in this energy, and it's going to bring somebody bliss. That's terrible, but that's what it say. A community. Through work, hard efforts, and labor, they're going to see somebody transition. A community is trying to put somebody to death. Because of lust. And there's an expectation. This brought somebody an achievement. A nice guy is getting rid of an entity attachment. I'm telling y'all, no, seriously, like, on my soul, like, really, right now, like, really, do y'all really understand, like, right now, like, the world is in our hands? There's a karmic feminine running around with a false narrative about voodoo, or voodoo was upside down. So there's a false narrative. Somebody might have been doing voodoo, or someone's not doing voodoo. Let me clarify it. The family, so the family might not be doing voodoo. To her, they might be doing it to the lover, to keep the lover away from her, because he's unsafe. The future. Oh, ha 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 ha. That's a good joke. Someone's in bondage due to jealousy and envy about a soulmate, a rich guy. In the back of your mind, there's an ending coming. Use your intuition. I'm telling y'all be thinking this shit is a game. All right, I gotta get up out of here, because somebody making me sleep. You about to be single, sexy, and successful. This is a King of Wands. The guy, Intuitive Kev, that created this deck, he said that this is what he does, or this is what he considers to be his Queen of Wands card. What are you doing?
You know you can see the veins in your eyes?
Yeah, I do that all the time. Just push your eyeballs a little bit when they're closed.
There's also, hold your hand over this eye, or one of your eyes, and then take the flashlight on your phone and then slide it past. And then you can see the shadows of the veins in your eyes.
Hold on one second, Marcel. Wait. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. You good? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, something legal is being seen because somebody has an obsession with you because you're high honor and they want to change your outcome. So please be careful, y'all. Please be careful. Someone's going through a health concern right now. The veil's being lifted. Yeah, someone has animosity because they're transitioning or they're fighting off death, but you're protected from their attacks because you're a healer. And people are enamored by this. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's given very much be careful. Please be careful. But more importantly, it's time for us Black people to create our own crypto. So actually let's Google that right now. How do we create our own crypto? How to protect against technology misuse. It's crazy for that question to come up. Oh, look at me, back in my day when I had no hair. What's the value of crypto without electricity? Good question. Save that one for when we find out. All right, Google. Thank you. That actually was me when I had my hair cut off, but that's me with makeup on. But thanks for being a dickhead. Let's see. Okay, so creating a cryptocurrency for free usually involves developing a token on an existing blockchain like Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain using open source code, requiring no initial capital for programming, though small network gas fees may apply. Key methods include using token generators, editing open source Solidity contracts in Remix, or utilizing platforms like SUI. Using token generators, websites will allow you to create tokens by filling out details like name, symbol, and supply. For instance, on networks like SUI, this can be done in under a minute for minimal fees. Utilize open source code, Solidity and Remix, get code, find an open source ERC20 contract for Ethereum or BEP20 for BNB chain on platforms like GitHub. Customize, paste the code into Remix, IDE, a browser-based tool. Deploy, connect a wallet, e.g. when the wallet would be a MetaMask, compile the code and deploy. You will need a small amount of the native token for network fees. Create a meme coin with a large fixed supply or utility token with specific functionality. To completely avoid transaction fees, you can develop and test your token on blockchain's testnet. Gorally, or for Ethereum using free faucet tokens through these tokens have no real world value. Someone said exactly. The beautiful thing about this is that platform, why would it tell you that a token you make up could have value? If I told you and went to every single Black mom and pop shop and under the table, we created a token that only we used, and then we became standardized on making that the only form of income we accept. Now, of course, oh, what about our rent? What about our bills and our car notes? Well, hopefully you paid off your car by now. And if you didn't, you do know that there's a way where you can get out of paying your car note because, you could just stop paying it. And legally, they can't take your car. I believe after about 6 months, they end up like defaulting on the loan. And they, what's the word? Ooh, excuse me. They they label it a charge off and you can just sign off of it and it's just off your credit, right? They can repo it. I've had one car repo once before, but yeah, you can just once they charge it off, they can't repo your car. So if you get to the point of like maybe 7 months after they've been looking for the car and they don't ever repo it and they charge it off, it's now charged off. They can't repo it. What is a natural source of energy? The sun. That's why they keep on trying to block the sun. Water and a wheel. Like imagine a waterfall and a wheel is turning and the waterfall is making the wheel turn. That's how we first started to get electricity going. So things like that, right? The waterfall, the wheel, them rubbing quartz amongst itself, the quartz creating an electric shock that powers up several things. I mean, y'all do realize we do have solar panels that you can literally you can go to the Home Depot right now and build a solar panel and then put it on top of your house and hook up a generator to the solar panel and put it in your house to charge up and power up your own stuff. But that's why Bill Gates is trying to make these clouds that block out the sun on purpose. So it's about time that we actually figure out where these clouds are being made at. Figure out the labs where they're making them and where they're shooting them from. Cause destroy them fucking fake ass clouds first off, so we can still use our solar power. So what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get a bottle of water because y'all, I see how y'all going today. Marcel, did you try any juice? Okay. All right. So there's a part in the spiritual awakening where you start to realize that electricity is free. As long as energy is flowing, electricity and all power and energy is free. Right? A lot of us try to hoard our energy to ourselves so that others don't have access to it. Try to use manipulation of the nervous system to fool people into believing that they're underground and you're on top of them. Right? Now, there are spiritual levels where there are like worlds people can create AI digitally where they literally look like they're above you. But you'll walk into the place and you look at a person eye to eye and be like, stop playing so much. Okay. How did the Ross the time? What anyway. So yeah, y'all be mindful because like I said, they're using other cryptos and other currencies in places. I could go ahead and build a crypto right now and start the movement today and have all black people just using one crypto. I just got to put it on somebody's previously owned blockchain. Hopefully I can go ahead and contact 19 Keys and get him to work with me. But sometimes the upper extra long, they're like, oh, I'm not doing that because I don't want to mess with my other relationships. But you rather sell out your people for another gold chain? Like, I thought we were trying to get out of the chains, brother. So it's time for us to get on mission. The sound, the alarm, the trumpet has been sounded already. It was sounded about 2 years ago when I was down in NOLA. I heard the actual trumpets. And then I heard them again in my own neighborhood. I've actually already heard the trumpets being sounded. So a lot of us don't even realize we're already in the lost land. But for the ones who didn't hear the trumpets, yeah, time for you to wake up. The trumpets have already been sounded like 2 years ago. That's why they've been doing all this fuck shit, because we're in the land of fucking shadows and death right now. And if y'all don't wake the fuck up and get on the right vibration and start building our heaven on earth, we're going to be fucked in real life, because I already heard the trumpets. I was down to my sister's graduation in NOLA. I'm like, oh my God, hold on. What the fuck? I'm like, oh. Now I've been hearing jokes about it. If they on trumpet day, they got a black person blowing the trumpet, they had to ride for my niggas, ride for my, you know that song. But no, the trumpets have already been sounded. I've already heard them. They already have been sounded. I tried to call people home 2 years ago, 3 years ago, tell everybody what we got to do, what the plan was, grow the food. I tried to do it in my own community. The government, they tricked me. They said, we're going to give you funding. Just come on over to the meeting. Come hang out with us. We're cool people. Oh, yeah, we'll give you the funding. And the guy, he's like, oh, yeah, you know, I got the funding. I'm like, okay, so then when we going to do business? He's like, well, you know, I'd like to take you out on a date. What the fuck? I don't want to fuck you. I don't want to fuck nobody in the system. I just want the money to build the people the gardens. You said the gardens, the money, the building. What happened, Mr. Hill? I'm so confused. Like, what's going on? I know that it's probably above you. Like, they keep putting these people who have been locked up and incarcerated, who they're granting their freedom, out on the streets to siphon up and collect more people for them to be individually siphoned. And yes, I hate to have to say this. I went to jail, okay? So there's a possibility that PG County Police got a little bit too much access to my intel and my atmosphere. But I don't give a flying fuck about that, because to me, when I understand how the nervous system works, the top of the brain, and which nerves to make the top of the brain not feel like it has a fucking thing on top of it, to not feel like you're stuck underneath somebody. When I finally understand what that means, what is the fear of the energy warfare? Now, you have seen the videos when the kids, the parents talk to the, hey Alexa or hey Siri, and all the kids grab the back of their head and do this. Have y'all seen that video? Yes, because it's a certain kind of frequency that's emitted. And I've seen it where I did the same thing happen with my ex. I did something and I saw him duck when the sound came on. There's a sensitivity to people who are still pure souls have sensitivity to electromagnetic waves. Souls that are like vaccinated and like highly like numb to everything around them, they don't have sensitivity to that wave anymore. Okay? So again, I'm gonna need y'all to wake up. To wake up. Hello, wake up. They're already using a different kind of crypto and currency in other countries. By 2027, they will not be using Visa, Mastercard over there anymore. So what do you think we need to do over here? We need to start making things make sense, okay? That's why Trump is now allowing the cryptocurrency to start to take place, because he saw that they stopped their contract and their business doing with him. So he said, well, now we got to go ahead and get our crypto to make them feel like they have no access to it. Like, no one gives a fuck. No one needs anything from the U.S. The U.S. is like getting kicked out of every single room. Everyone is fucking tired of the U.S. People are fucking tired of us. Yes, U.S., us. Because we still don't get it. We're still fighting about fucking racism and fucking, oh, well, you have a Confederate flag. Well, I'm white and I said nigger, and a black man is supporting me say it. So yeah, nigger, nigger, nigger. Like, hold the fuck up, baby. Baby. In real life, you get that ass beat. Okay? In real life. You can square up with a real one. No, this is not this is not this is not fake. This is not fake. It's people who still bumping that Confederate shit in real time, like to my own family. The person that my brother works for, he's like, yeah, just to let you know, I'm a Confederate. Like, he told him to come in his house and he showed him his outfits, if you know what I'm saying, okay? Basically, you work for me, nigga. You my slave, boy. I know you think you're smart and you're divisive and you want to keep on showing me that you can move real fast, nigga. But I am a motherfucker that kills niggas, and I'm comfortable with doing whatever to your nigga ass, and I want you to know that, okay? This is the man that owns the company that my brother works for. So imagine how much of us are working for companies like that. People saying, right, he's this, he's that. No. How do you know who owns the Sephora? Do you know who owns Kohl's? Do you know who owns Amazon? Do you know how that person feels about people, racially? Do you know who owns Walmart and what they do behind closed doors, the Waltons? Do you guys know them personally? This shit y'all make up is hilarious. No, I'm so serious. No, seriously, this guy, his name is Dan. He told my brother to come in his house. He is the head of the construction company. He said, yeah, this is, he showed him his hat. It has the Confederate flag on the front. If you all are aware, let's go ahead and look for the definition of that. The Confederate flag, commonly seen today, is the battle flag of the Army of Northern Virginia, not an official national flag of the Confederate States of America. It features a blue satire on a red field with white stars and has become deeply polarizing symbol representing Southern heritage to some and white supremacy and slavery to others. It gained renewed prominence in the 20th century as a symbol of resistance to civil rights and is widely recognized as a hate symbol. Okay? The Southern Cross, meaning they crucified you in an X down south. They didn't put you in a cross like a T. No, they put you on an X and crucified you that way. Spread your legs open. So while you was up there, they could also, you know, spiritually fuck the shit out of you too, with your legs spread wide open. Make you feel like a real bitch. Okay? Okay? So this flag was on his hat. Okay? And he told my black brother, my Jamaican brother, I know yours is Jamaican with the yellow cross and you bomba clot rasta, but yeah, I'm a Confederate and you work for me, buddy. You're nigger to me. Okay? So I'm just trying to get you guys to really understand. Yeah, your bros work in a hostile environment. I'm very aware. We all as Americans are working in that hostile environment. That's why no one wants to deal with us, because everyone in other countries realize that they are subcategories of the original black genotype. They look in their galleries and their museums and they see what nature and what history says and they respect it in other countries. Over here, for some odd reason, there's this idea that, well, since we were able to enslave y'all for 400 years, we want y'all to remember that we're God. So we're going to give you white Christianity. And we're also going to be Jewish and eat your kids alive. Matter of fact, we're even going to eat white kids too, not just black kids. Black kids are for organ trafficking, but white kids are delectable and tasty. Hispanic kids taste even better. They're really spicy. That is why all these other countries are creating their own currency. Because what in the fuck? Like, we can grow enough apples and mangoes to satisfy our hunger. We don't have to eat babies over here. We can grow rice and have more chickens that have more fertilized eggs and have chickens that naturally produce meat. We could even eat the mushrooms and make that taste like chicken. That's dope. So I'm just trying to understand how at this point in America, I'm about to get off here because I'm getting kind of cold because I'm talking to too many communities now. I've attracted the attention of people I don't want to really be looking at me. But we got to really understand the climate of what's going on here in America. I think a lot of white people, they don't think that is so close. Like they think, oh, you black people are just tripping. You know, when I said nigga, it's cause it's cause I'm fucking with you. Like, no, don't say that shit. My great grandma was a fucking slave, bitch. My great great grandma, she bought a house during redlining when they were still shooting motherfuckers and hanging them and spraying people with water hoses. I take that shit fucking offensively as fuck. And you know that, and you probably are harvesting that emotion off of me. And that's the part that really sickens me. So for all you wonderful white women out there who want to show your allegiance to something, stand up and stop saying, first off, the nigga. Stop saying that. And then second off, stop looking down at the ground and using your knowledge of the neurological system to fuck with black people. We going through enough trauma. We really don't have time for your fucking white tears. We really don't have time for you to be acting like, yeah. You're in a predominantly minority well, no, actually, whites are no longer in control of all the births that were born this year. The past year, white live births, the white culture, their live births is less than 50% of all the births in America. So they're becoming the minority, which is what they're afraid of anyway. But Why not become the minority? Blacken up your bloodline, baby. Like, come on, get some melanin up in there so your great great grandkids don't burn in the sun when we finally stop fucking with nature and let nature do its thing and heat up the planet. And we could naturally, adapt to the vibration of the thing that keeps us alive, because that's the thing that keeps us alive. We're not lizards in a fucking tank getting fake UV rays, okay? We're not bearded dragons. We're not iguanas. We are human beings that have a natural sun that if you stop blocking the sunlight, it can give us the nutrients that we all need, because all of us need live growing food. You don't have to grow apples in a lab. You could just grow them on the street. Like, just find out what fruits are native to the areas, and then we just grow fruit trees outside because we don't want nobody hungry. And then people aren't fighting over food and raping children to get energy to make money to buy food. You see how food, like when you make food available, how a lot of this stuff just stops. When you actually use your brain and think critically and think long term, chronologically, like chronic effects of your actions. And I'm pretty sure the government knew the chronic effect of the actions that they took when they blew up whatever they blew up over in Iran. I'm pretty sure they studied it and did it intentionally. But more importantly, it's time for y'all to be more mature about y'all decisions up there in the White House. It's time for y'all to be more accountable for the shit that y'all are propagating for the whole fucking country. Just because y'all got bunkers and shit, you know what? Fuck it. We just make our own crypto. We just say fuck them, okay? At this point, like for now, it's just fuck the government and let's just make our own crypto. And I'll be giving y'all access to it. And we're going to slowly but surely start telling companies that this is what we doing. Okay? This what we doing. This what we doing. Yeah. We hear what you're saying. We're doing this. And I think the quicker we start that, the quicker we'll actually get back control, because other countries have managed to, I don't know, throw shit on their government's front doorsteps, at the courthouses, at all the places. They shut down court. They done did a lot. So I'm really needing y'all to like really get into alignment with what the fuck the real assignment is. Like, I know we want to be clout hungry. We want to make videos. We want to go ahead and vlog and all that weird shit. But it's about time that we stop that shit, because my niggas, we got white people calling us niggas. Okay? My niggas. Because niggas in Ethiopia is the definition of a king. Negus, negus, right? That means a king. It's just the white people probably heard that and took it and turned it into something else. Off their homophone shit. Ouch. Sorry, this nail's really bothering me. I had to cut it. Yeah, that was really bothering me. That hurt really, really bad. Don't worry, these ones are really nice and neat. But yeah, it's about that time, y'all. Get out. It's about that time. Like, I know we want to just be out here partying and chilling, but it's time for us to get serious, okay? Oh, they don't never say it in my presence either, but I be hearing about it through the grapevine, what they done said. They know not to say nothing in my face. I straight up like, what the fuck did you just say? Yeah, I'm a fire sign, a Sag. Thank you. I appreciate that compliment. But yeah, I straight up go to people, what the fuck did you just say? What? What? What made you think that it was okay to say that around me? Like, somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you a wigger now. You get a pass." I looked at that boy so quick. I said, "Oh no, that is not what we do. Just because he paid for your food don't mean you call him a wigger and tell him he got a seat at the table." Or what the hell? There probably was a reason he did it, for some kind of access to something, a resource. Me, even look like, for real. So I'm tired of black people being able to be coons. Now, I can understand if he was a black man trying to hit it up like this. Like, okay, there's two ways to go about this. And I know we getting a little bit off topic, but I think I'll do a separate video for what I'm about to say because I don't want to deter the message right now. But yeah, other countries are using finances that we don't have access to, or that we need to research. Let's research that. Wero. How to sign up for Wero. Oh my God, they won't even let you Google it in USA. They don't want us to know about it over here. Oh my goodness. Wero, a new secure pan-European instant payment system launched in 2024 by the European Payments Initiative. It enables instant account-to-account, A-to-A transfers, and online payments using a phone or email, replacing fragmented national systems like Ideal, Paylib, and GiroPay. It is designed to be a fast-linked, bank-packed alternative to cards and digital wallets like PayPal. So basically, they're about to take away PayPal and all them other things in between. Child, no more Zelle. They about to now. The funny thing is they made this 2 years ago, back in 2024, and we're just now hearing about it. But they're phasing out of all the other card platforms in the entire country by next year. So that just goes to show why, after 2 years, if you truly, really believe in your dream, it can take over the whole fucking nation, the whole continent, several nations at once. If you simply believe in your crypto, if you simply believe in the value of what you have going on. Do y'all understand that? Okay? I just want y'all to get onto that knowingness, that understanding that that's where we're going, and that's what needs to be done. A siggity siggity sap. Okay. Look, I'm gonna give myself a miniature pedicure. Y'all see me pedicure my toes? Sorry, my bad. But yeah, Wero. Wero. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, Wero. So they believed in themselves for long enough till it became a thing where now the whole entire continent is switching over to their platform after 2 years. 42 black-owned banks in the U.S. Yeah, but they don't have their own crypto. Like they don't have their own currency. They're a bank, but the bank is handling the energies of multiple people. They're not just only saying, "Hey, we're a black bank and we only want to bank with black people." I think it's time for us to have a platform. What's up, baby? I think it's time for us to have a platform where only black people are banking with black people. You know, not to disrespect anybody else's culture, but just to give us a little bit of time to really restabilize our own communities. Because a lot of our communities, they're lit, they're cool, but they're not stable. In the sense of, if the U.S. government was to shut down tomorrow, it's a lot of people that wouldn't know what to do. Oh shit, I'm saying, yeah, it's okay. I've been on here for an hour. I gotta go now. I'm getting tired. It's time for me to lay down. I just wanted to put that on y'all's mind. Okay, it's time for y'all to wake up. It's time to wake up. So I'll be working on getting this crypto together myself, and I'll even probably start making some phone calls to see who willing to like work with it. Like, nigga, I got my own fucking crypto coin. Like, what? I'm the creator of the Afro coin. Okay. Make sense? Okay. All right, anti-human. I'm about to lay down myself. I need to put my scarf on. I'm just mad because I know when I put this on my little curls gonna start acting like they don't want to be fluffy no more. I love when they freshly fluffy. A fresh retwist always get me going. I had to retwist me up today because you see I had to put a little on the side. You know what I'm saying? Put the little 2-string twist over here so keep these roots because I had to retighten these roots because I redid the back. Because I was starting to want to cut my locks off because I ain't had no retwist. All right. Yep, it's time for me to go ahead and unsexify myself. Luckily, I ain't got no makeup on. I did do a little bit of makeup on my eyebrows, but I'll wait till I get in the shower tonight to go ahead and wash my face off. I'm about to lay down, though. I'm getting tired because today has been a crazy day. It's energies trying to transfer over energies to one platform right now. Like, Black people are actually doing what I'm talking about right now in spirit as we speak. So it's a lot of transactions going on right now behind the scenes and transition. So make sure you talking to your people today, people that love you. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna try to deter you from trying to do what we really need to do. They're gonna say, "Oh, them people just mad because they broke. All them people just mad because they ain't got no money." Look, if you a real Black nigga and you a real man and you really real, you understand where I'm coming from with this situation and this statement. So you already know what we got to do. So it's time for us to get on the mission. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day and good night. And I love y'all. Please rewatch this video if you just now getting in here. And yeah, stay up. Peace.